setting up. So welcome to American International Facebook Live. My name is Vicky, and I am the new admissions director of AIS, and we're very happy to have our high school principal, Mr. Mike Wing, joining us today to talk about advanced placement in American and AIS School Live. Hi, Mr. Wing, how are you?
Hi, Vicky, and everyone else. I am doing well, thank you. Just this week, we've had new faculty who've come over to Hong Kong, finished their quarantine, and we've seen them and been able to connect with them, and it's been wonderful. And it's getting us all feeling excited about the start of a new school year, and that's exactly what I'm feeling. Really, is looking forward to a new school year.
Great. So, can you share a little bit about how long have you been at AIS?
A long time, seen quite a lot of change. I have been at AIS for the best part of 15 years, and in this role since 2007.
So, which means you've been a high school principal for okay. So, as a high school principal, so what kind of students are you looking for to interview?
Okay, well, high school American system, we're talking grade 9s through 12. That's the last 4 years before university entrance. So students are probably 14 to 18, 14 to 19 years of old. We are looking for students who are willing to meet, understand, and work with our school value system. This week we've had new faculty. Our school values are to have school focused on, and we make our decisions around justice, knowledge, and love. I think those are really important values in today's world. Pursuing justice and making things right and fair has been obviously critical in world news recently. So students who take an interest, students who are engaged and want to learn, we're looking for. This year, interestingly, in our admissions, we've seen a lot of students with the COVID problems who maybe are from Hong Kong and they attend schools in the US and they've decided they're going to stay in Hong Kong, and so they're applying to AIS. We've also seen families from within our Hong Kong community apply as they see maybe some frustrations with the local system, maybe concerns about the direction and options for them within Hong Kong, and they want an international outlet, and they're seeing the American program as a very good fit for their family. Yeah, we're here for helping students to grow and find themselves, find their voice, and that's the nature of high school. Sorry, Vicky, I'm not hearing you there.
So I guess students who are transferring from US back to Hong Kong.
Hi, Vicky, can you hear me?
I can't hear you, sorry.
There you go, I've got you.
Oh, okay, so sorry, technical issue. So my question was so I guess students transferring from the US back to Hong Kong.
Yeah. So your question's about transition and how do we support students coming in from different systems and how do we help them to adjust? Well, yeah, first of all, we are used to students coming in from IB systems or from an American AP system. Obviously, it's a very smooth transition from an American school. It's very easily done indeed, as we calculate the credits in the same way as the American schools do. We find our transitions for students coming in from the IB system works very easily as well. We just look at the courses they've taken in the past and transfer credits for those completed classes and can have them ready to start grade 11 or even grade 12 and complete and earn a high school diploma with us at AIS. And I think if students are struggling and maybe they find the difficulty in an international school or the pace of learning, the way that the the thinking, the discussion takes place. We have a program that offers a lot of flexibility. And so there are lots of different courses, and that gives students chances to choose and find a course that's right for them. And obviously those courses may well be skills-based or leveled so that we can find the right course for the right kind of students if we're challenging them, pushing them on, or do they need more foundations maybe in their math. And they don't have to go into a set program for a grade level. They have choice over the courses they take that are right for them.
What if they are struggling with a course? Are they able to?
Yeah, we do. We allow students to switch courses within the first 2 weeks of the school year, but because we earn academic credits that are partly based on instructional time, an academic credit is when you've completed that course, you earn that credit, and at the end of the year, it's on your record, your transcript, and it helps to earn your high school diploma. And because we're doing that, we need to lock it down. We actually say that you've got that first 2 weeks to make switches in courses. After that, the students will need to persist with those courses for the year-long program at AIS. But we do have other ways that we support students during the year. I think one of the advantages of an international school, we have relatively small class sizes. Our class sizes may vary from around 6 students potentially to as many as around 22, 24, with an average probably around 15, 16. That gives us a lot of flexibility and support. Our faculty, our teachers are outstanding, and they can individually support the students. They can personalize the program. They can find different ways so that each student will have a way to perhaps demonstrate their skills, demonstrate their learning in that class. And if that's not working, we have counselors, we have a student support team that are there to also assist students and families with finding ways to better help students go on and move through to the next year of learning.
So I guess like credit and our topic, like advanced placement, is two separate things, right?
So Vicky, the American system, it's fabulous. It gives students choice. It gives students flexibility. And AP is in some regards the top level of class. It's literally standing for advanced placement because students that take AP courses and are successful in those courses can earn credit for their university program, which means literally they've already got some credits in the bank towards their university degree. So they probably do less courses. It saves them some money at university. So that can be very attractive when going on into the American universities. But AP is a challenging course, but it can be exciting for students to challenge themselves at those levels. To aim towards taking AP is also something that requires students to plan and think through their high school. You can't suddenly jump into it in grade 12 if you haven't got into the right class beforehand, because you'll probably need a prerequisite to get you ready for that AP level. So it keeps students motivated throughout high school, throughout their grade 9 to 12. And ultimately, if you've taken some AP classes, it can show the universities that you are college ready. So it can really boost your application to university. And actually, we find our students applying to universities not in the US gain tremendously by this. You don't need AP classes to get into university in America. You don't need AP classes to get a high school diploma at AIS. But by doing them, you prove your skill level. And our UK universities that have become increasingly popular recently, or Hong Kong universities, actually like it and will offer students unconditional offers based on the APs that they've taken at AIS.
In other words, like AP is optional courses that allow students to take if they wish to get on a higher level.
Correct.
So I guess the advantage will be like they can speed up, how we say, some money for university.
Yeah, and I mean, it obviously prepares you for university. We are a college prep school. We're getting students ready for that, but it's not for everyone. And the beauty of an AP system or an American system as compared to perhaps an IB system is that not everybody has to pursue the top level classes in those 6 subjects or 3 subjects, they have choice. They may want to do it. They may want to do a lot. They can do them in different areas as well. They can do them in the arts. We've had a lot of students very strong in the arts. They can do them in sciences, maths, technology. So whatever field their passion is, that can be the area they can explore and develop their interest to a very high level. And that's the advantage an AP course offers us.
Speaking about AP Art, I noticed that you have a student who got perfect score in AP last year. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's right. Our class of 2019, Scarlett Huang, I think Chinese name Yu Xuan, but Scarlett Huang, she was an outstanding artist, very humble, very creative young lady, and she did extremely well. And in the class of 2019, she was, we received a letter from College Board, the organization that organizes the AP exams, and they said that Scarlett had won a prestigious award where she got a perfect score. And what this means is that she got the superior rating. Most students will be given a rating on their artwork of 1 to 5, where 5 is the top or an A equivalent. And she got a superior rating. So in art, they have a superior level as well. She got a superior rating on every single piece of work from every single judge, which placed her into a perfect score category. And it's incredibly unique. And I think in the hundreds of thousands of students that took art that year, Scarlett was one of 18 students to receive this accolade. So it's fantastic testament to her skills. I remember the work that she produced. She was focusing on the MTR. She's a great observer of life, and she was presenting images and designs and drawings and paintings about MTR and travel and our train network here in Hong Kong. And she just viewed it in a slightly different way that gave you a really interesting lens into what might be a very ordinary aspect of life. I remember one piece of work in particular is a piece of work where you're looking down on a couple of young girls traveling on the MTR, and they're so close to each other and yet so distant as they're both engaged in their phones. And it's just a different way of looking at life, and just showed some of her talent. But yeah, art has been an area of strength for us at high school in AIS as well.
So where did she end up going to?
Good question. I believe she went to Parsons School in East Coast of America, but I'm not 100% sure. It could have been West Coast, the design school as well. We've had a lot of artists come through AIS and reach a lot of very good design schools, and Scarlett is certainly doing that. I don't want to vouch for which one. I can't remember off the top of my head.
So I guess speaking about universities, do you guys have any like counseling programs that can guide students to university?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the American program is built around applying for university during grade 12. So our students have to submit applications, which to some extent are as intensive and it's important to those young persons as our, application for a job might be for an adult. And to do that well and to really present yourself well, you have to write an essay, you need recommendation letters, you need transcripts that show your reports, how you've done throughout high school, and it can be quite intimidating. So we have counselors who work with our students to support them, to help them with their research on the universities that might be right for them, and to help them with actually the application process. And that's very much an in-house job that we do to support our students. And it's one of those very busy parts of grade 12, but a real highlight as those applications also receive their acceptances during the spring. So our students know where they're going for university before they leave at the end of grade 12.
So can you tell us a little bit about like the most memorable moment or event during your 20 years at AIS, 15 years?
It's a really difficult question. I think I've seen a lot of growth, a lot of development in the school. Seen it grow and even the buildings develop. But one of the things has been for me is working with the fantastic students and faculty and leadership team, and always building connections, seeing young people grow, seeing their independence come through, their personal voice and passion be stirred. And over time, I remember all sorts of stories. I remember enrollment interviews, talking to students who tell me they're going to be a doctor. And then 10, 15 years later, I see and I hear that they've graduated from medical school. And it's extremely exciting to have that kind of longevity in a school where you have known those students, you've known those persons, and you've seen their growth. We've had a lot of designers. It's interesting, we were talking about Scarlett Huang a few minutes ago. We've had a lot of designers and sort of students with creative interests come through AIS. And one that stirs my memory probably more than most events is Jackson Wang. Jackson is, if you don't know, he's a GOT7 K-pop music star. He has become well known now as a logo for many branding companies. He is huge in terms of social media in China. I think he's the most popular social media character in China right now. It is phenomenal, the impact he has had. And Jackson was a young boy here. He grew up. He was here in grade 3. He saw it through. He left our school in 2011. So I had the privilege to know Jackson. I remember understanding him. He was at that time a very talented athlete, a fencer. He wanted to be in the Olympic Games fencing, but he always knew he was going to do something great, and he had that passion. And I do remember Jackson coming back to us. He's come back many times. He's a down-to-earth, friendly, very positive young man. And he came back in March 2019 and spent a day just hanging out on campus. Came, obviously chatted with me, chatted with a few of his teachers, but he spent time with students. And that's the kind of guy that he is. He wanted to go around classes. He went into a PE dance class. He was videoing the kids dancing. He wasn't trying to show them his moves. He was enjoying what they were doing. He was going into the canteen, signing autographs, chatting with students, giving them tips. He was in our visual performing arts classrooms in the afternoon. He was going around the art and the music classrooms, just listening to students, giving them some friendly advice, telling them to stay on target, but just being positive with them. And that's the kind of guy he is. So that would probably be one of the special highlights.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad I wish I could meet Jackson one day.
You can see on our website a link to the Jackson Wang revisit when the alumni member came back. So if you are interested in Jackson, check out the AIS website for more.
Sure. And where can I find that piece of information?
It's on you find the community page. If you go to our community, I think you'll find it there. Okay. Or on YouTube.
that's probably the easiest.
Hopefully on Facebook as well.
Oh, awesome. So, for sure, you comes to like ups and downs during the 15 years you've been with AIS. So, what do you think, and what are some challenges that you foresee the upcoming year with the COVID situation?
Yeah, good question. Obviously, we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and that is going to be a very pressing issue for everyone around the world, and everyone in business and in education is affected. And it's going to be something that will prevent us from having face-to-face classes to start with. We start classes on August the 18th, and we're going to have to start online as a result of government requirements. That's okay. We are prepared for anything. We are ready for online classes. We're ready when we get the go-ahead to come back onto campus, and we have a variety of processes in place. Fortunately, we did have a lot of experience with online school last year. So our teachers are prepared. We do a lot of training on supporting our new faculty to understand what are our expectations, how that works, and keeping it fresh, keeping learning engaging, keeping it fun. Building relationships online can be difficult. So it's important for us to stress that is something we're really looking forward to doing at the start of the year, to building those connections, even though we're behind a computer screen. Students, keep your videos on and your microphones on. It will work better for you. But yeah, COVID, the difficulties this year of the uncertainty of how we're going to do school is obviously a challenge, Vicky. But at AIS, we're ready for anything, and we have a great system in place to support our students. So I know that we've also had students come from other schools because they've heard AIS has done a good online school job last year. So I hope those that are interested in joining us will also appreciate the benefit of our online school program. But hopefully we'll get face-to-face as soon as possible.
Yeah. And all right, we're obviously still taking some applications with limited spot for grade 9 to grade 12 at the moment. Right?
Yeah, we can. We are an open rolling admissions school. So at any point during the year, families are able to send in applications, and we can review that application and see whether it's going to be suitable for a transfer at that point. And obviously to get started in the school year, get those applications in as soon as possible. Because as I said earlier, we're about credits, and you need to earn a full credit. You need to be in class for the full year. So we do have a little bit of leeway for a few weeks, but we do want high school students to be up and running very soon.
But for those who just joined in recently, or like if they join in September, October, will classes be filled out, and what happened?
Yeah, we have a discussion about the classes with the new students who are joining, and try to work out what they need in terms of the credits, and then finding a good fit. It could be a problem if the class that they want maybe is full, but we do have spaces in other classes, so there will be options, and then maybe that's something they can look at for the next year. But yeah, we'll always find classes that we can slot them into in high school. That's the beauty of the way that we have choices to the program.
Okay. So I guess if families are interested in our high school, they can submit an application to us right away. And if they have any questions, they're always welcome to come and talk to the admissions. And yeah, so do you have any questions for me?
Vicky, what is exciting you about working at AIS? You're our new admissions director. I'll put you on the hot spot. What pulled you in? What attracted you to want to come to AIS?
I think one of the most impressive things during my interview for AIS was that everybody knows each other. Like principal knows the students around. They not only by name, but they know them by heart. So I thought that was pretty warm and loving.
Yeah.
And I feel like the team are fantastic. We support each other, and so we can get things done pretty efficiently.
Yeah. Well, Vicky, you've had a great start, and any family coming through the admissions office in the last month or so will have appreciated your friendly, caring support as well. And that's very much who we are at AIS. And as Vicky says, you know, we are about community, and our community, there is something special. I think it's one of the reasons why it's been such a draw for me over the years. It is a unique community, and probably that's something to do with our school values. And that really is in the heart of what we do, is pursuing justice, making things right, making things fair, pursuing knowledge, giving people information to make informed decisions, and pursuing love, being a community that's focused on compassion, support, care, and really joining together. And so new students are very welcome and are made to feel at ease. And we look forward to welcoming all our new families to AIS this coming year.
So thank you very much for your precious time today, and I hope the viewers and families and prospective families will have a good insight of what AIS is offering and about the advanced program. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact us, call us, or email us, or drop us a Facebook message. we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Well, Vicky, I'm just going to add here that if families want specific details about the AP program that we offer or the classes that are available, we pretty much offer APs in every subject area. But if they want to know more about our curriculum and our requirements, they can go to the community page and then go to the handbook section, and they can view the high school curriculum guide. Our curriculum handbook has detail about all the different courses that we offer, all the APs, and that will give them some insights to whether the classes will fit their interests and needs.
Thank you very much. All right. See you.
Take care, everyone. Thanks very much. See you soon if you're an AIS member.